Thank you.
There it is.
Wow, fancy, fancy. All right, I'm gonna share my screen. Let's see if I can figure that out. I saw that earlier. Share. Okay. Okay. They wanted to bring
Anybody
someone.
can, if anybody can mute yourself,
Yeah.
you're not speaking, just.
Yeah. Let me close this. Yeah. Okay. Let me get this out of here. Okay. So here's just a quick. Yeah. Somebody needs to mute. I'm hearing somebody's TV, if possible. Okay. So. Dang it.
I don't see your screen yet.
Oh, really? Okay.
There
Can
it
you see
is.
now? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so this is going to be your first, you can get to everything from here. So this is what you should save on your computer or your phone, your app.myredirect.io. Everything you can access from here. So like the meat and potatoes, that's how Lauren says it. That's in here. So, and then I'll quickly show you how to get to the other things. So your partner portal, that's where you're going to be able to track your lineage. So your family, your referrals and all that, that's going to be in here. So there's kind of three different places that you're able to go in here. So here's where you can, you see everybody in here. Okay. And then of course from here, also you can get to your resale mastery. So that's how you're going to get to your learning, your courses, your community here. So if you go in here and then, so anybody that's starting out, like if this is all absolutely brand new to you, you're going to start here and then go up to learning in the community. And then you're going to open your resale journey. And that's where you should start. And that's why it's very confusing because, if you go back to the main page, it says, where is it? The Academy. And that's like, you naturally think that's where you should start because it says start here, onboarding here. And I did all that and I'm like buying a phone number and this and that. And you don't need to do that unless you want to do SMS, marketing, which I don't know if any of us are doing that, text message marketing. So is that somewhat clear, people, for where to go?
Very clear.
Okay. So then just some of the things then to go through. So if you're looking for okay, let's do your email campaigns. So if you would go over to marketing and up to the email campaigns. So if you're wanting the pre-built email campaigns, it's going to be under email templates. You would think it'd be campaigns, but I think that's more of like if you're going to be doing them, you're creating your own campaigns. So if you go into templates, this is where all of the preset email campaigns for DWA, Roadmap, UBC, and Simply Passive are already in here. And then of course they're going to be adding more. So if you go to each one, it already has, look, this one has 11 emails. And then you will have to go through each one and just kind of tweak. You have to add, like, I don't have DWA, so I haven't touched these. I'll just show you what you'll have to change. So you'll just probably want to do like your logo or your picture or whatever you normally do in your emails. I tend to take out, they're very lengthy. And then you want to change like, your company name down here and stuff. So you will have to do that for every email, even though of course they're just templates. So, oh. And then, okay, now let's go to, and guys, these are all in the video. So don't think like you need to be, I'm just kind of showing you a little bit here. So then if you go to sites, this is where you're going to find like, if you want to do a direct store, which is like, that's what I have, a direct store, that's going to be most similar to Stan Store. So, and there's lots of templates in here. I'll just show you you can kind of go through and just see which one you like best. It also can help to go through them, like for what courses you have or what products you have, to kind of look through them, because some of them are pre-built, like this one looks like it just has a bunch of, you can add whatever your own products are, but the one that I picked had UBC and Roadmap already in there. So it's just a little bit easier for me to just kind of plug those in because those are the products that I sell. And then let's go back. And then if you wanted to do the full funnel for each one, they have those too. So I think I just did UBC so far because I just don't want to do a full funnel for each of my things. I prefer to just do a direct sales page, but it has the full, opt-in sales page, order form, and thank you page. It is really important to note if you do add any product. I kind of went through this with Lauren the other day. If you add your own product in, you do need a thank you page if you want it to trigger an email confirmation. It's important to have that thank you page. And I think the reason for that is, if you add your payment plans through Stripe, it's going to take it. I'm going to get into the weeds here now, but it's just important to have a thank you page for each product at least each product that you have a payment plan for. You need to have that thank you page. It just helps with the workflow to be able to trigger that automation. Maybe Christina can speak to that a little better, but it's just something that I put in the back of my mind to always have that. Let's see, what else?
Yeah, we've
What else?
set up those before through some other GHL software just like this with Strata Solutions. And
Okay.
the thank you page was absolutely necessary, whether it be for your own link, after they purchase, they must click a link or whatever, like an affiliate item or something,
Mhm.
or to set up the trigger for the workflow, like you're talking about. If we are going to email them the link after purchase, then yeah, you need that thank you page. And then you have to set up the workflow from there, and you just set up the trigger. It's actually really easy just
Yeah.
to set up a trigger for after purchase. And then here, click this, send this email after the trigger, after this is done.
Yeah. Yeah. I can just quickly go. That's under automations. So it's got the pre-built workflows in here already. I created my own because I saw the mentorship course. It didn't have that in there. So I just created my own workflow with that. So it's not hard. You just add the trigger once the order form is submitted. And then, and there, again, that's in a video that you can rewatch. Took me a few times to rewatch it, but, okay. Anything else, specifically that y'all want to see right now? I know I'm just doing like a quick overview. You have your conversations here. So once you connect to your Instagram, you'll have all that here. They'll have, I guess I haven't connected any calendars, but you can connect all that and then all of your contacts. I think that's it.
Can you talk about a little, I don't know if you set up that yet, the automation, like the ManyChat kind of thing. I don't know if you have that set up.
I actually haven't done that yet. I didn't, have they done that yet? Can, Christina speak to that? I know that they were going to come out with that. I thought it was in the coming
I
week.
honestly haven't done the mini chat. Goodness, I haven't done the automation yet for that, but also Instagram creators just released that video that was talking about if people are trying to do engagement hacking with keywords, that might interfere with many chats. So we're on shaky ground there. Some people are doing it because they said they'd rather have sales than reach. So, it just kind of depends.
Hmm.
But I haven't
Oh,
set it up yet.
okay.
Okay.
I mean, I wonder, yeah, that's like one of those things that's on my list to follow up and see, but I haven't set that up either.
Yep.
I thought they were going to come out with a video to explain that soon. So, um, and for those of y'all that jumped on a little bit late, or, after I talked about this, they are going to start to do group onboarding this week. So that'll be really helpful. I think Tuesday nights and Thursday mornings. So for people to walk through it with somebody that's a lot more tech savvy than I am, and that can maybe, help you on the spot as you're setting up your systems. So, if anybody did Legendary like I did, it was like the decade in a day. It's like kind of similar to that. It sounds like, or they'll help you through it. Yeah. Okay. Anything else that anybody wants to see specifically back
Any
here?
questions? Yeah. I know
Cool.
somebody had a question before from me, but I don't see anybody
Did you
asking
guys
it.
see the chat where they're retracting that statement about the trigger words?
Oh
I don't know
no.
how true that is or whatever. Look at the chat. Somebody said something about how they're kind of retracting that statement. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, they
Sometimes
did fact that they said that ManyChat is a Meta approved app, so they don't want ManyChat to get upset that that Instagram just came out with that statement. So they are saying that something like a comment like that, I guess they were saying you can't bribe with a specific word, so you can't be like comment, you know, follow and I'll give you $10 kind of a thing. So they're saying you can't
Oh,
your followers or things, but automated words like for DMing or something like that is still okay.
Okay, that's
Okay.
wild. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even.
hey Leslie, you were there just a second ago. Where is the recorded coaching calls? I
So
still can't
that
find
is
it.
in the resale mastery. So, yeah, if you go into the community part of the resale mastery, it should be, they're usually pinned at the very top of that. But I know I was looking for one the other day and I didn't see it. So I don't know if they're just not posting all of them or they're just behind on posting them.
There we are, coaching recordings. Oh, wait. No, this is just a discussion.
Okay, I can go back in.
Yeah, it says coaching recordings on the bottom, the left menu, but then you go to it and it's just discussion. Maybe it's under learning here.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when I've seen them before, they were up here under featured. Um, it's not under here.
It's weird.
Trying to find- Yeah, they should
Like I
be. They
see,
should be here. So
yeah, I see
maybe.
discussions about it, but not like links or anything.
Okay, I'll send Kendra a message.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah, I thought that there was because I was looking for one from like 3 days ago, and I didn't see it. I thought there was just like a little delay, but I never followed up. Um,
I see like some Zoom links, so I guess this is 4 days ago. There's coaching call recording file.
hmm.
I'm
All
gonna
right. There
click on
is
this to see if it works.
somebody asked a question here.
Oh,
There is there a way to import your contacts from Stan? Um, yes, and
yeah.
I think Christina, you did that, right? Because I don't think I have done it yet because I use Flowdesk too. But yeah, you can download your contacts into Redirect.
Yeah,
Do you,
it's really simple. There is a video on that. Like I didn't have scan contacts that I had them from System IO, and I just you just export it into a CSV file, and then I can try to go back to where I did that. I think it's just like import contacts, yeah, and then you'll just upload the file there. It takes like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's super easy to do that. And then Stan Store, I've got a video for Stan Store if somebody wants to message me for it when we're done with this.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Christina, you're
bubble
amazing.
Yeah.
bubble brains digital?
I'm happy to help.
Did you say bubble brain?
That's
I thought
Yes.
She said bubble brain. Christina, you gonna let her do that to you?
Yes, because I do it to myself.
Good times, good times. All right, so what's
Um,
everybody's somebody speak up. Tell us what your struggles are right now. What do you feel like your weak points are with this software, selling, talking about it, setting it up? Tell us your weak points.
closing
closing
leads.
leads.
That's you.
Mhm.
Boom.
Our
Mhm.
resident
That's a
So
big
sales guru.
that's a
I don't
big
know who's
shark here.
I don't yeah, I
Tum
don't know
tum.
who's on the line, but I have paid attention. Leslie or Des, your group is very challenging to keep up with. Okay, so forgive me for not seeing every post or anything, but guys, I just want you guys to understand the sales atmosphere that we are in here. We are in a very skeptical population. You cannot come across salesy at all in this atmosphere, in case you haven't noticed. You cannot do big long paragraphs with spaces in between them and exclamation points and emojis and all this stuff that screams pre-written copy and paste. You can't do stuff like that. And quite honestly, it's a lot easier to get progress with something like this out of just like a passive conversation, right? You're talking to people, you're getting your journey. How's your journey? How's your journey? How's your journey? And you talk about all your miles and everything. And lately, all I've been doing is opening the door with, I'm pivoting to passive. All right, I can't take these crazy hours and stuff. And you can validate yourself. You can say, listen, I've done great. I've been doing 5-figure months, but I'm doing 10 hours a day on my phone. My daughter will rip the phone out of my hands at times, and everything else in my life is being a little bit of sacrifice, right? And so I am just opening the door with conversation and talking about how I'm making these moves. And I'm also mentioning things like large scale email marketing or considering looking at ads, doing all these other things that the big timers are doing. And maybe to us, it seems like it's just something it's out of reach because some of these people are spending thousands of dollars at the beginning of every month to be able to receive in big money and stuff with these, tens of thousands of email campaigns or crazy expensive ads that are done for you. There's passive ways to do this, right? And so all I'm doing is opening the door and communicating that I am pivoting to passive, that I cannot keep up this crazy 10 hours a day, even at the expense of 10K months. That's great and all, but is this sustainable? No, it's not. And so you're talking to people and you're letting them know, look, you may not be there yet, but I promise you, when you're at 4 months like I am, you're tired. I mean, you are tired. We can't wait to find the little tricks to be able to let the foot off of the gas. Now, imagine if this was available when we all started digital marketing. Where would we be right now, right? How many thousands of dollars a month would already be coming in passively if we would have started this some months ago? If we had this opportunity to be in on ground level at something with reoccurring commissions accruing and combining like this. All right. So you're basically, again, you're right back to selling the dream. Okay. We all want passive. We all want the money to just we want the notification from Stripe on our iPhone. Boom. You got another lead. You got another lead. You got another sale. You got another sale. That's what we want. Right. But before you've had any success at all, you'll take any success, right? So it's fine to talk about the now success, but the now success is so much better when it also comes with a compounding, accruing success, right? And so all we're doing is literally redirecting people into this software instead of what they know. All they know is their boxes most of the time. Some people are familiar with Go High Level white label software like this. But most people are just familiar with their boxes, and their boxes in their head was all they could do to even set up their stand. All right. So they just don't realize what we are selling here. I don't want you guys going around and being like, hey, yeah, it's the software. It replaces stand. Well, no kidding. There's all kinds of stuff that replaces stand. So I don't want to even sell this as just a stand replacement. I'm selling this as a entire marketing system because that's what it is. All right. This is way more than your other Go High Level white label softwares, right? There is one that is somewhat comparable at least, but it's still not on this level. All right. So, but the newest, updates with the Captivation Hub and stuff, it's not bad, but we are still miles ahead of it. And nothing else compares because nothing else pays you like this. All right. So keep in mind, okay, we had a person today that was asking about their own product and their own affiliate links. Well, as you guys know, if you've been paying attention, you have to have the pro membership to be able to make your own product have an affiliate link and it be housed in Re.Direct. Okay. And so we had to tell this person, yes, we do offer that, but it's the pro plan. It's the 197. And she's like, oh, well, I have this with Stan at only 99 or 97, whatever it is. Well, Jessica actually answered that in one of the groups or chats or something or other somewhere, where Stan is actually not an affiliate tracking system. They just do a little housing that keeps you locked in with Stan. So a monopoly is never good in anything. You guys know that, right? So you don't want something that's Stan exclusive to begin with, like creators code or whatever. If somebody's got creators code, we can't put that on Re.Direct because it's Stan exclusive. Anything that is a monopoly, just get away from it. It's garbage. So we are able to have your affiliate link, your product in with our system, and you can sell with your affiliate link or whatever the case. But we need you on the 197 plan. And the person says, well, I have this at the $97. That's fine, but what do you have with your Stan? You have a one-time reoccurring 20% for that one time. Meanwhile, I can sell this to just one or two people, and I've got a family tree of 50 or something, right? And you look at the commission structure and okay, which one do you want to be willing to pay a little bit more to be able to make a lot more, right? When you really compare this down apples to apples, yeah, there's going to be one or two little specific incidences like this where to get that pro plan or whatever, where you're going to be a more expensive option. And that's fine because you're making 5 times more money than you're making with this than you would be making with Stan. So a lot of times you're just having to teach your prospect, teach your client. And again, just like we have been all this time, teaching your people how to be an entrepreneur, you've got to think and make life. What Re.Direct does as an entire marketing system is it simplifies digital marketing. And simplifying digital marketing, holding everything all together is what sells the best. This simplifying always sells better. The best salesmen people here are going to be the ones that know how to simplify it and keep it in as few as words as possible, but be accurate and so what we're doing is we're simplifying, we're teaching entrepreneurial skills. This is next level digital marketing, right? You want to take your system seriously if you want to be in this for the long haul, right? That's what we're teaching our people, that we're teaching them that this is a prestigious, this is a successful digital marketer move, right? This is somebody who has a entrepreneurial mindset that is wanting to build and reoccur. The new MRR, monthly reoccurring revenue, right? Forget about master resale rights. Yeah, if in a couple months, I'm literally going to be able to be done with master resale rights. Unless it falls in my lap, I won't be doing many front end sales. I'm only going to be building for my future here. All right. So we're selling this as a next level convenience, simplifying way of doing digital marketing that is, and this is, I'm going to give this to you guys because it's pretty amazing. So I don't care if you guys bite it, go ahead, enjoy it because it's absolutely, it's gold. And it came out of my mouth one time and I was just kind of like, huh. And so what I've been doing is I've been letting people know that when they first sit down, here you go. You ready for this? When you first sit down with Re.Direct and see all these functions, do you guys remember the first time you picked up an iPhone and saw all these new apps and all these new functions with your iPhone, right? What, you got satellite radio? What, I can record video now? Oh my gosh, I got GPS all from my phone. Are you kidding me? Like that's what Re.Direct is like. Okay. So sell it for something amazing like it is. It's a innovative tech genius, absolute simplifying method that makes you a lot of money all at the same time. Like really, once you really frame this correctly, this is why all the creators keep saying this is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. And so it really is. You just got to frame it in the right way and make a mind that maybe isn't grown enough to see digital marketing in the bigger picture, or maybe hasn't developed enough to be able to have that forward thinking mindset where I may have to invest to be able to receive, right? A lot of people just can't get there. And so the idea of spending $1,000 a month in an ad or something like that to the typical digital marketer, even though you're telling them, hey, if you spend this $1,000, you're going to get 4,000 or 3,000 or whatever the case out of it. The typical digital marketer still cannot see that. They have difficulty letting go of that 1,000 on the maybe that it's going to come. And that's just not entrepreneurial. So we have to teach and frame things like that to a lot of our prospects. And you can't make them feel bad. Let everybody feel they're just fine, but you softly and calmly teach them, well, I understand how you feel. Yeah, I know it's difficult sometimes to think about having to spend money to make money, et cetera, right? And so you're just calmingly, teaching them this new level, new approach to digital marketing that is simplifying it and making it much more profitable, much more passive for the big picture, the long run, right? Nobody wants to bank on quitting digital marketing in 3 months, so you might as well get settled, right? Christina Brainy Bubbles already built me an entire WordPress site of my own, and then this came out. So it's kind of like, okay, now I got both. It's fine. At least I'm set up for the long haul, no matter what happens, even if my third party systems, even if the creator's getting a big fight and it implodes, I'm still covered because I've got a backup. So again, just like for the most people, they might want to keep their stand stored, that little 30-day, $30 a month plan or whatever with the stand store for a few months in case it gets glitchy or something.
And that's exactly, I'm piggybacking on Tim. I'm doing the same thing because, systems we cannot just trust. Overall, even stand store sometimes glitch on me. Like I had people like saying, hey, I went to your stand store, it's not working. And I'm like, yeah, it just happens. Like I've tried, click on people's stand store, it's not working. So it just happens. Doesn't matter how big or small the company is, glitches are happening. So I'm keeping my $29 because it's a no-brainer, $29 a month. I'll keep that for my affiliate links because I do have some courses that are not cannot be transferred to Re.Direct. But if you have somebody saying, like I don't want to do this and blah blah blah, it's just a way to talk and make like a conversation, as then see this is a passive income thing rather than just a software. Like once they understand that there is a way to make passive income and it's a monthly thing, guaranteed, so they don't have to rush for anything. It gives a peace of mind the next month. Okay, I already have I think right now I'm very close to $2,000 a month. So it just gives me that peace of mind that I'm saying, okay, next month I already have $2,000 guarantee. Just with that. So for me, it's not about the software itself. It's about making money with something that will just drive me, everything else. I'll have everything else besides that. So I think just for them to see that vision, then you guys need a little bit of maybe play with the emotions a little bit,
Yeah.
because
the creators, they really want us being in love with the software and really, really, being that the first and foremost, and that's great and all, but I can tell you from being in the field and having a lot of success in sales in life, this particular sale is probably 60% business opportunity to 40% content or what we're getting, the software itself. Don't get me wrong. It is valuable, but if you want to close sales, you're going to be talking about this kind of commission structure fairly often, quite a bit. And no, they don't want people just getting into this just to make money. They really do want you using the software, and you don't need to use the software. You can come in and sell it and stuff, but you're going to be a much more successful salesperson if you are using and familiar with the software. And so really, one other thing I wanted to mention, Des, I saw in your group, somebody was talking, they were mentioning some scripts or some ideas of how to open conversations. And guys, be careful who you're listening to. Somebody said something or other like, oh, I just say, and it's like, have you heard of Re.Direct? Well, what does that sentence say? As soon as we read, have you heard of this? Have you heard? I had somebody ask me the other day, have you heard of UBC? I'm like, yeah, I have heard of UBC. You're right. I've made like $25,000 from UBC. Thanks for reminding me. Like, you can't say, have you heard of this stuff? Like, yes, we know that this is brand new and that is a good sentence. Just don't lead with that. Like, you can't be salesy at all. This has to be a backyard conversation. I use this reference all the time. I made this up in my head. This didn't actually happen, but I'm mowing my grass in my backyard. My neighbor happens to be mowing his grass, right? And we cut the lawnmowers real quick. We're having a quick little talk. I just got a Jeep. The Jeep has electrical problems. The Jeep keeps breaking down. It's brand new and it's still giving me problems. And my neighbor's kind of giving me the look, man, you're 43. You ain't got a truck yet? Like, why don't you go get a truck? Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. I have kicked it around. Like I just don't know if I'm ready for a truck. That's really the conversation we're having here, guys. Like, oh, I just looked at your store. You don't have UBC yet? Why did you decide against UBC? Or,
Exactly.
hey, why in the world haven't you moved to more passive things? How long you been doing this? You've been doing this 4 months. I bet you're tired. I'm tired. You know what I mean? Like these are the
Yeah,
conversations that we're having. Like, why don't you just make the move to pivot to passive? Why don't you just there's that new redirect out. I'm one of the salespeople for redirect. You should get that. Like that's working for me. My mentor, guys, you can use our numbers, right? Say my mentor is already up at $1,000 a month in a week and a half or whatever, right? You can use our numbers as your billboard if you don't have anything yourself. And that's totally okay because we're all brand new. So no one's expecting you to have any big numbers right now.
Exactly.
You don't have to worry about the question, someone asking you, oh, how much money have you made? Have you been, no, just let them know that our family is selling and your
yeah,
direct mentor, the person that is right over top of you, is already doing $2,000 a month recurring or whatever the case. Like, show them what is possible, and I promise you, they will bite. They're going to want to know more, and then
definitely.
you,
Yeah,
matter of fact, not salesy, matter of fact, go back and forth about the facts. This is this. This is this. It's an entire marketing software. It does this. It replaces this, this, and this. Matter of fact, right? One tennis ball at a time, batting back and forth. We're not trying to close with every single paragraph. Oh, you should get it today! Exclamation point emoji. No, stay out of all that. Just matter of fact. And then, Leslie, I do that all the time, don't I? Exclamation point emoji.
I'm just picturing myself because I've done that many times. But yeah,
Don't do it.
I would also challenge you to like consider what brought you here. What brought you to the table with Redirect? Because I think that's important too. Was it me breathing down your neck? No, probably not. It was probably me saying, I'm very tired of direct sales and this is not sustainable for me in the long run, even though I've had great success here. So use us, like Tim said, you can use us as examples. Anissa, when people
Use
say,
me.
yes, just use me. When people say it's too new, say, hey, I felt the same way, but look at these people and they jumped on this because when you have an opportunity like this, you don't want to pass this up. Look at Kendra. She was one of the first people to adopt Roadmap. And everybody was like, master resale rights, that's not going to work. What is that? Like, it was very confusing. So you can look to those people, look to the leaders in Redirect and their previous success and use them as examples because this is the next development of this space. This direct sales is not going to be sustainable in the long run. So use your pain points. What brought you to, wanting to get redirect and use that.
And also, like, how was the conversation that the person that you talked to, like, what are the things that they said that made you to jump and try to adapt to your own language, because if they were successful and get you in, maybe you can use the same conversations to get your own leads. So, because it definitely worked because you're here for a reason, right? Somebody talked to you and you saw the vision to, with their own words, but you can adapt and make your own messaging because we all have different ways to communicate, and it's not like one size fits all. It's not right or wrong. I mean, it can be wrong sometimes in different ways to do things, but as Tim said, if you do it as more like a conversation rather than just like when you do your stories, right? And you do your polls and you ask like whether the person has used Stencil Pro to kind of like narrow down who's your warm leads. Don't just like send a copy and paste what redirect is. Rather just go to the page and just like try to look for something that is relatable to you and then try to engage and like break the ice with something funny. Try to say something that makes that connection strong right away rather than just say something that, oh yeah, I saw that you answered my poll and you were interested in redirect. It's just boring, like try to bring something out of the table so you don't get blend in to everybody else because I don't know about you guys, but every time like I answer polls and I do because I have like a software that does that for me. And it's so many messages, like sending auto stuff, like, oh yeah, I saw that you answered this and this and this and that. It's just like delete. Because you don't like it does have that human touch, you know?
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I don't have many chat, because for me,
Yep.
it's a hard
Same.
task. It's a hard
Yep.
no, you know?
Mhm.
So when you do have one of those leads, go to their page, check what they have, show them some love to comment on their post, you know, like their stories, so they see that it's actually a person interacting in them rather than just make a sale.
Mhm.
Okay.
Will, it is totally okay. I'm reading the comments right now real quick, guys. Will, it's totally okay. You can use anything from any of our posts or anything we've ever said. Use whatever you resonate with, particular to that client that you know they need to hear.
Yeah.
Okay? You're free to use anything that we talk about. That's the point of these calls, so you get to know our repertoire. That's what sales management does. So you can hear my spiel over and over and over again. Now you know exactly how to present this stuff and exactly how to handle the objections.
Yeah.
Next, Anissa,
Mhm.
weak point is it's too new. Okay, so um, you guys, I don't know if you know the creators or not. Jess and Kendra and Lauren, and I think there's more. Lauren is new to me, but Jess and Kendra are not new to me. And I have already had some go high level white label software almost identical to this, but it only did about 30% of what this software does. But it's a standard $100 a month, go high level white label software, just like this. If you know these systems, you know that our redirect systems are very GHLE, right? It's a spitting image of this stuff. So, I've already used software like this previously. There's other softwares out there. There's Captivation Hub, there's Strata Solutions, the Freedom Formulas, or Funnel Freedom, one of those, whatever. So there's a couple other go high level white label softwares, and so uh, those were ones that were kind of put together with a budget and a little cheap, and they had some glitches. All right. So what we're addressing here is the comment that somebody said it's too new or they're not ready or whatever the case. Okay. So let's talk about too new real quick. All right. What sold me on this was the fact that it's new. First things first, because we have a multi-generational commission structure. Guys, do you guys understand right now? I don't know if anybody on the call right now has a few $1,000s laying around, but if you want to follow me in my footsteps, invest, go hard. We're at the very top of this market still right now with 220 users, 210 users, something like that. Granted, we don't get unlimited generations down. This isn't a full MLM pyramid or whatever the case. We only get those 4 generations, but we can grow as lateral as we possibly can to get those 4 generations down. We can get deeply rooted right now. This is what I was talking to the girls before this call. We've got to keep the push for another 6 or 8 weeks and really build this, and we'll be sitting pretty in a couple of months, I promise. So if you have the vision, then dig deep for the work ethic right now, even if it means a few fights with your spouse. Dig deep because we are building an empire here. Go all in, invest however you can. We want something that's new when we have a element of multi-level commission. We want that. Now,
Yeah.
next, to address the negative part about something being new, such as software, I just want to let you guys know that I have talked to the creators of multiple GHL white label softwares, and I know for a fact these creators put in 6 figures more than the next go high level white label, right? We're talking multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars went into this software, not just $100,000 or 70 like some of them, right? So, I really drive home a quantitative measure of this software by mentioning that kind of number of multiple 6 figures going into this. And guys, even though we just started pre-launch recently, this has been in the works for months and months and months, like 8, 9 months.
Yeah. 8 months.
So they have had quite a bit of time to work out glitches, and they have also realized that they are the forefront to this industry folding our direction, and they know they are going to be a substantial replacement to digital marketing as we know it with the industry standards like Stan. Okay. They know they're going to get flooded with a lot of users. So they are prepared for that, right? This is like going to Vegas, right? You get in a taxi line. They are completely prepared for 400 people to be in a taxi line. It moves quick. All right. So they're prepared for that population. That's what Redirect has done. These people have really soaked in a lot of money to make sure that this is ready to go and prepared and not so glitchy. And they are working very tirelessly around the clock to adapt to anything that goes wrong extremely fast. So I would not worry about anybody that is saying, oh, it's new, whatever the case. You want new when you've got a multi-level component like this. This is, this is something you have you know how easy this, like once you get up and running, those of you guys who haven't made sales yet, I know you probably think I say this crazy, but once you've made a few sales, you realize how easy it is to sell this software. And then you'll just start making more sales and then more sales
Yeah.
and then more sales. And it just starts rolling. And it's like, okay, this is really easy. You're not talking people into, buying a car at 9%. This isn't anything crazy. This is
Yeah.
a convenience factor that simplifies code.
Oh, no. I was also going to say, like, as a backup too, I was talking to somebody about this today. Like, if you get to that point where you feel like you're losing them or whatever, you can incentivize. I mean, this is not like UBC. You can't bundle. Like, if you need to give them a kickback, you're going to make that money back tenfold. But if you get them in the door and you help them be successful. So think about it like that. I ran promos, $50 back, or if it's a large account, I've offered to pay for their software transfer for them because I know that's daunting. Somebody asked that.
Yup.
People are concerned about switching over. Hey, I'll pay the 197 and have all your stuff moved over because that's how valuable I think you are for my team.
If you're
So there's
dealing with
things,
a 10,000 plus account and you know that person's making 5 figures a month, you probably should be offering to pay for their software change or whatever the case, because that person's
yeah.
going to end up making you a lot of money if you can get them under you. So do it.
Yeah, do it. And there's been several of my girls who, they ended up buying from somebody else and, to no fault of their own, but maybe there was just a better incentive. So make yourself enticing, however that may be. If you feel like you're losing them or you're just, in the constant communication, just be like, hey, what if I did this for you? Or what if I did that for you? And that's another way to get them in the door, get some sales under your belt. And maybe you don't need that every time, but it might just be something good for you to build your confidence that way. What else?
What
Anything
else we
else?
got? Anything? Okay. Any other questions?
Cool. Well, do y'all find this helpful? Like, should we do this weekly? Like, what would be good? Thanks, Andrea. Good. Okay. Well, let's plan on weekly. If we need more, we can, and it doesn't have to be all of us because I know we're all crazy busy. I'll figure out how we're gonna post these recordings because I obviously don't want this outside of our team.
Right.
So
No, we keep this family exclusive.
Yeah, I would. Oh, did you record it? I would not
yeah,
record.
I did, but just for the couple people that asked, but I'll only share it directly with the couple people who
Not a whole
asked.
lot of my family made it over to this call, so I'll need the recording to put in my group for
Got
sure,
it.
at least. But
Perfect. Okay, just make sure, guys, don't share this with anybody outside.
right,
Yeah,
not until
we're
they bought
definitely
from you.
Within our group. So
And that's another selling point. We didn't even touch on this here. People, I mean, there was somebody in my group that said that they've gotten more out of our group than they were gotten their $197 mentorship that they were paying for monthly. So that's another selling point. People are paying lots of money for mentorship and not getting a lot out of it. So
that's so
say
true.
that
Yeah.
too. Like, we are family here. You can see this. Like, we want you to succeed. I was up for an hour and a half last night helping someone on my team try to set up their stuff. So like, we all truly want you to do your best and
I
to
find
love
it
this
no
product.
coincidence. I find it no coincidence that the people who are already team leaders and really, really care about people downstream from them happen to already be the successful people here with Redirect that's building a family below them. I mean, and so I think this is good training for the rest of digital marketing sales also, the front end sales. This really is because you guys are each building your own family, and this is your opportunity to become a leader that you've never been before. Listen, I had no idea I had some of the talents that I did until I started digital marketing. God just awakened some things. So I encourage you guys to find that in yourself also. Build a family and enjoy helping people downstream of you, because helping others become successful will help you become successful.
1000.
100%. 1000%.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much, and we see you guys next week, I guess.
Yeah.
Next time.
Sounds great.
Bye bye.
Have a good
Bye.
weekend.